Carolyn Ryan, filling in for Erik Robey. Happy Memorial Day weekend.
And I'm Franklin Chaney. Welcome to Anne Arundel County Week in Review. Today we'll fill you in on how old dogs are learning new tricks, and we'll tell you more details on the changes coming up to your trash pickup. But first, making headlines. One of the biggest developments this week can be summed up in one word: jobs. There are thousands of people in the county looking for work, and they've had a chance to audition as part of Back to Work Week. It all started on May 16th when the Workforce Development Corporation held the first of several employer forums in Severna Park, Arnold, Glen Burnie, and Gambrills. This was a chance for job seekers to practice their interview skills and actually get feedback and pointers from real employers. The participating employers included Wegmans, Chesapeake Bay Candles, Bank Annapolis, and many other businesses. The turnout was so huge that organizers had to expand capacity to give everyone a chance to brush up on their skills. Then it was on to the Fort Meade Job Fair on May 23rd, where more than 1,000 people lined up around the block to check out booths staffed by 87 different employers. We also learned that Fort Meade plans to add 400 new cyber defense jobs over the next 3 years, according to the Maryland Gazette. We want to wish all the folks out there the best of luck in finding a place to work.
Well, Franklin, while some people were looking for work, some local young ladies were working it. Quiet Waters Park was the venue for the Recycle More Often runway contest, which featured dresses made from recyclable materials, designed and produced by high school students. Now, this was the second time the event had been held, but organizers were really amazed by the quality of the entries. First place went to Gloria from Old Mill High School, who designed and modeled her own dress made with prints from the School of Visual Arts in New York and paper ribbon. Second place went to Broadneck High School designers Carolyn and Katerina. Carolyn is the model seen here on the left. The dress is made out of water bottle labels, coffee filters, and soda can tabs. It looks so intricate. And third place went to designer Amari from Broadneck High School and model Kennedy from Bates Middle School. This one was made out of magazines and tissue paper. Absolutely incredible. Congratulations to all the winners. And Franklin, we had to show this honorable mention too because it's just so creative. It was designed by Leah from Broadneck High School and modeled by her friend Liz. It was made from magazines and cardboard. I think we need to judge that contest next year, Franklin. I mean, you are quite the fashionista yourself, aren't you?
Nah, I think I'll leave the judging to you, Carolyn. Let's turn to this week's first community spotlight. School is almost out, but it's never too late to donate back to school items for kids who need them. Our own Kelsey McConkey has more. Kelsey?
This is Kelsey McConkey with Week in Review. I'm here at Taylor Heights Elementary School, and we're going to talk about the Back to School program. This is Tanya from the Department of Social Services, and this is Mrs. Walkinshaw, who is the principal here at Taylor Heights. Can you tell us a little bit about the Back to School program?
Sure. For the past 24 years, the Back to School program has been partnering with the Office of Family Partnership with the school board to provide backpacks to 4,500 needy elementary school students in the county. We provide backpacks to all 77 elementary schools. And also we provide gift cards that go to our middle school guidance counselors, who then will provide supplies to those students, at the middle school who are also in need.
Can you tell us a little bit about how people can donate things and in that direction?
Absolutely. What we do is we match an individual donor or an organization or a business with a child or children in need, and they then purchase the backpacks, they purchase the school supplies, and we'll send them a standardized school supply list. And then they will deliver that to the school directly between the weeks of August 8th and 13th. And they can call 410-269-4462 in order to sign up as a donor.
Can they also provide a cash donation instead of just school supplies?
Good question. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Cash donations are very much welcome. They can send that check to the Department of Social Services. That's 80 West Street, Annapolis, Maryland, 21401. And that money will be used to provide backpacks and school supplies for those kids who do not get taken by a donor, as well as for those gift cards that I mentioned a minute ago.
Thank you. Can you provide us a little bit more information as to how this actually affects the students? Because you see on the day-to-day basis how these backpacks are able to help your students.
At Tyler Heights, it helps our students to have the supplies that they need to do their everyday instruction in the classroom. Without a backpack or without pencils or paper, our students will have a hard time actually containing and capturing the information that the teachers are sending to them. So having the backpacks helps our students with their educational process, and it's something that's greatly needed. And though you may not think it's going to go a long way, pencils and papers in our school goes very, very far. So please make sure that you're donating to that program.
We also understand that you use the backpacks for other things. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
We have a separate program at Tyler Heights called the Backpack Buddy Program, and that's actually done through Woods Memorial Church. And what they do is they provide backpacks full of food for every weekend for a certain number of students. They provide about $25 to $30 worth of food to the students over the weekend, so that when the students are at home, they actually have something a little bit extra to eat. And when they come into school on Monday, they're prepared and ready to learn. So that's the Backpack Buddy Program through Woods Memorial Church.
Thank you, ladies, and remember to get those backpacks stuffed and ready for school. Thanks so much. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Kelsey. I am sure we can all spare a little bit here and there to help these kids. For more information, you can call 410-269-4462 or go to www.aacounty.org and click on the banner with the back to school photo.
There's more Week in Review to come, including our interview with Molly Cannon about the new trash and recycling collection schedule coming up in June. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Our special guest today is Molly Cannon, our customer service manager with Waste Management. And Molly is here to tell us about once a week trash collection. And welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Great. Now the question on everybody's mind, most important question is, what date should they be circling on their calendar for this once a week trash collection?
Well, that big date, Carolyn, is Monday, June 4th. That is the day that our service changes from twice weekly trash collection to once weekly trash collection. Our customers will need to put all of their trash, recycling, and yard waste out for collection on their current recycling day. That's the only day they have to remember to take all their material to the curb.
Okay. Now, what prompted the decision to move to the 1 day a week collection?
Well, once a week trash collection is very common. We're one of the few jurisdictions in the state that collects trash twice a week. It's a great idea when you go to once a week trash collection, customers naturally recycle more, which is an important goal.
Absolutely.
It will save us money. We will be able to reduce our costs for collection, and it also saves valuable landfill space. So it's a good idea. Also, many of our customers hardly use their second trash collection day at all.
Right.
So there's so little put out for collection, it almost feels wasteful to run that truck to make that. So this is not a good time to be wasting resources.
Right, yes, I do. I notice in my neighborhood, maybe a third of the houses have their trash out on the second day, so it's...
Right. Most people are recycling so much that they really don't need that second day.
Right. Now, folks have gotten the information. I know we received a postcard. How did the information go out to everyone?
Well, early in the spring, there were multiple newspaper articles that folks may have caught. We also put it out in April when we delivered our holiday schedule to our customers. On the back of the holiday schedule was a notice that once a week trash collection was coming in June. And very recently, we just sent out a notice to all our customers saying, yes, it's coming. It's starting June 4th. Your collection day will be your current recycling day. Customers can also look forward to an auto call from us reminding them that their collection day will be their recycling day.
Great, great. Now you did mention that there's a cost savings to the county. Will that be reflected in our property tax bills as well?
Yes, on everyone's property tax bill there is a solid waste service charge, and for the first time ever we will be able to reduce that charge. Our proposal, the County Council is considering it right now in our FY13 budget, but we are proposing to reduce the charge from $315 a year to $298 a year.
Great, very good, very good. Well, if people have questions and they want more information, where can they go for that?
Well, we would love them to call our customer service reps. Okay. They're available Monday through Friday. Actually, they'll be working the first Friday in June, or Saturday in June as well.
Okay.
They can be reached at 410-222-6100. The most important thing our customers can do is make sure that they have all of their material out by 6 o'clock in the morning on their collection day. The times of collection will change. So material needs to be available for collection, either put it out the night before your collection day or certainly by 6 o'clock that day.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for being on the show. Folks, you've heard it here, June 4th, mark that on your calendar. Have your trash and recycling out before you go to bed on June 3rd, just to play it safe. Any questions, you can give Waste Management a call. Thanks again for being on the show.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Stay tuned. There's more to come.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Welcome back. On May 20th, 2012, at approximately 10:25 p.m., Officer Jeffrey Rothenbecker and his K-9 partner Rocky responded to the Wells Fargo Bank located in the 7800 block of Quarterfield Park Road in Glen Burnie to assist Western officers with a citizen robbery. Public Information Officer Justin Mulcahy has more. Justin?
Western officers spoke with the 47-year-old female victim who reported that she was seated in her vehicle making a transaction at the Wells Fargo ATM. That's when a male suspect approached the driver's side of her vehicle, displayed a knife, and demanded money. Now, the victim immediately drove away and the suspect fled on foot towards Quarterfield Road. Now, Officer Rothenbecker immediately located a subject matching the description walking in the area and gave several verbal commands for that subject to stop. The suspect in this case did not comply and began running toward the Walmart on George Klaus Boulevard. Officer Rothenbecker and his K-9 partner subsequently gave chase, and his partner Rocky eventually caught and apprehended the suspect, who resisted arrest and assaulted the K-9. The suspect was ultimately taken into custody by Rocky, Officer Rothenbecker, and responding officers. The suspect was positively identified as being responsible for the aforementioned incident and was charged with numerous offenses. Suspect in this case is Charles Edward Sawyer, age 27, of 111 Castle Harbor Way, apartment 2C in Glen Burnie. Folks, we're going to move on now to our second incident. That one took place on May 21st around 4 p.m. in the afternoon. That's when officers from the Eastern District responded to a purse snatching that took place at the Giant Food parking lot in the 7900 block of Crane Highway South in Glen Burnie. In that incident, a male suspect knocked the 65-year-old female victim to the ground, pulled her several feet on the ground before obtaining her purse. That's when he entered a vehicle and fled the scene. The victim sustained minor injuries and was treated at the scene. Now, the suspect, according to witnesses, was in a vehicle described as a silver-colored Mitsubishi Eclipse. Fast forward now to 1 a.m. the next morning. That's when officers from the Northern District responded to a robbery. That's how it initially came out at the Walgreens store in the 6700 block of Ritchie Highway in Glen Burnie. The investigation later revealed that it was technically a theft, as the suspect was making a purchase, reached across the counter inside a Walgreens and grabbed money and fled on foot. He then entered a vehicle very similar in nature to the previous vehicle, described as a silver-colored Mitsubishi Eclipse. The suspect headed south on Ritchie Highway. That's when responding officers observed the suspect vehicle pull onto the lot of a mobile gas station on Ritchie Highway. Northern District officers quickly apprehended the driver of the Mitsubishi, who matched the description of the suspect from the purse snatching and the theft. The money taken from the Walgreens was recovered during this incident from the driver, along with several personal items belonging to the victim from that earlier purse snatch in Eastern District. In addition, the victim's purse was located inside of the vehicle, and the majority of her belongings were recovered from either the car or that driver. Suspect in this case is George Nicholas Cuthbert, age 39, of 646 Sunset Strip in Brooklyn Park, Maryland. The suspect was charged with robbery, second-degree assault, and theft under $1,000. Now, folks, as always, if you have any information on any crimes or suspects you want to mention, please call, email, or text your tip to Metro Crime Stoppers hotline. It's available 24 hours a day, toll-free at 1-866-7-LOCK-UP, or text message MCS plus your message to crimes at 274-637. Your third option, visit the website at www.metrocrimestoppers.net. Remember, phone calls are not recorded and callers remain anonymous. You might be eligible for a cash reward of up to $2,000. Back to you.
Thanks, Justin.
This week, the Anne Arundel County Fire Department responded to more than 1,495 calls for service. This included more than 1,168 emergency medical calls and 138 fire calls. This week, large columns of smoke could be seen for miles as flames filled the night sky during two separate incidents in the western and eastern portions of the county. With me now to tell us more about these incidents, Division Chief Michael Cox of the Anne Arundel County Fire Department. Chief?
Thanks, Franklin. The first incident occurred just before 9 p.m. on Saturday, May 19, 2012, when Anne Arundel County firefighters responded to a reported dwelling fire in the 2400 block of Blooming Way in the Gambrills area of the county. The first unit to arrive on the scene reported fire coming from the second floor of a two-story single-family ranch-type dwelling. At that time, an interior fire attack was initiated by the first arriving crews. In all, it took 30 firefighters from Anne Arundel County and the Fort Meade Fire Departments about an hour to bring the single-alarm incident under control. There were occupants in the home at the time of the fire, however, they were able to escape without injury. The fire caused an estimated $185,000 in damages. The exact cause of the fire remains under investigation. However, it is believed to be accidental. In a second incident, Anne Arundel County firefighters again responded to a reported house fire in the area of Catherine Avenue and Old Mill Road in the Pasadena area of the county around 2:58 a.m. on Wednesday, May 23, 2012. The first unit to arrive on the scene of this incident reported fire showing throughout a two-story single-family dwelling. Crews immediately began an exterior fire attack with hand lines and elevated master stream devices. Water for the firefighting operations had to be shuttled from nearby water sources in tanker trucks, as the area where the fire was located was not serviced by fire hydrants. In all, it took 36 firefighters about 45 minutes to bring the one-alarm incident under control. There were no firefighter or civilian injuries as a result of the incident. Franklin?
Thanks, Chief. County fire investigators advised the dwelling at Old Mill Road was determined to be vacant at the time of the fire, and the investigation into the incident is ongoing. Damages to the structure, which has been determined to be a total loss, has been estimated to be approximately $90,000.
Now, we all know the saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, that saying hasn't done a lot of good for many dogs and cats at animal control who are a little more advanced in age. It seems like everyone wants a kitten or puppy. Well, this week, Animal Control teamed up with the Department of Aging and Disabilities to help pair senior citizens with older pets. Mary Felter is up at Animal Control with Robin Small. Mary?
Today I'm at the Animal Control offices out here in Millersville near the police station. Well, I should say police headquarters, and today my interviewee is Robin Small, who's the administrator of Animal Control. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm glad you were able to come out today to see us and see some of the animals that we have available for adoption. We really appreciate it.
I came to you today because our department, the Department of Aging and Disabilities, has partnered with you, the Animal Control, for adoption of older pets. Why are you doing that?
Well, we're doing that for a few reasons. We're doing that to spread the word about the adoptable animals. We want to try and reach as many people as we can because unfortunately there are hundreds of animals that come into our shelter. Well, they're in our shelter right now, and thousands that come into the shelter each year. And so we're trying to reach as many different networks as we can. And because there are a lot of benefits for seniors and people with disability in adopting, including cost breaks because people over 60 and people with a disability do not have to pay a licensing fee for an animal that's spayed or neutered and either adopted from our shelter or adopted from another shelter. Also because our older animals tend to get overlooked, and so we thought any extra boost that we can do to help them get homes is important. There's also different health benefits for the seniors that may be adopting the animals. For instance, just the action of stroking and petting a cat or a dog has the propensity to lower your blood pressure, lower anxiety, just some general good benefits. If you're adopting an animal, it's also a great conversation starter for someone. And it's really important for people that are maybe older or disabled to have something that gets them out, gets them talking to the public, gets them interacting with other people, because we know depression is a concern for people. And we want to make sure that we're keeping both the animals and the people as happy and as healthy as we can. So we're hoping that partnering to work together to spread the word about the adoptable animals here to the senior citizens and to the people that are disabled will encourage them to adopt and hopefully help them have better lives and help the animals have better lives as well.
One of the things I know, if you have a dog in particular, you have to get out and walk the dog, and that helps to make the senior a little bit more active as well.
That's right. Activity is important for everyone, and if there's any reason that you can have to get somebody up and about and moving, it's wonderful. It's a good health consequences based on actually getting out and exercising and getting that fresh air that you get from having a dog. And again, once you're out walking your dog, you're going to interact with a lot of other people that may have dogs, and it will hopefully start sparking conversations and getting people more involved in the community and maybe end up referring more people to our shelter to adopt.
Well, I understand that you all have spay and neutering for the pets that are here.
That's right. All the animals that are adopted from our shelter are spayed and neutered either prior to going home, or we schedule the surgery if they're not ready for surgery at the time of adoption. They also are rabies vaccinated. They are vaccinated for distemper. The dogs are also vaccinated against Bordetella, which is kennel cough. The animals are dewormed. We have optional services of microchipping, which is an additional $20, and we have optional feline leukemia FIV testing, our heartworm testing for the dogs. So there's lots of different things that can be done here, and we do offer those services at a reduced rate for those people that are adopting. It's much less expensive to have those procedures done on an animal that you're adopting from here than to take the animal to the vet and have to pay for those procedures there. The cat that I'm holding right now is Bill. He's been in the shelter for a few months, and for a person that is either a senior citizen or disabled, his adoption fee would only be $9. So you can take home a very affectionate cat like Bill for just $9, and it would be wonderful to see him or one of the other cats leave the shelter, because we have so many that have been here for a long time, and right now we're hitting kitten season, so the older animals really need more help now than they have before.
What can people do if they're interested in maybe coming into the shelter and seeing the animals? Are you open to the public during the day, or what are your hours?
Absolutely. We're open to the public 5 days a week for viewing. We're closed on Sundays and Mondays. On Tuesdays, we're open for viewing from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Wednesdays, we're open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's a new change. That's something that we just started in May to try and reach a few more people, get people after work. Thursdays and Fridays we're open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and on Saturdays we're open from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. So we do have some weekend hours. Our pets are also viewable on our website. So if you go to the county website, www.aacounty.org, and do /animal control or follow the links for animal control, you'll be able to find the links for Pets Here Now, and you'll be able to view pictures of the animals that are here in the shelter. We also have a Facebook page where people can look at some of the animals that are available for adoption. And for those people that read the newspaper, we try and feature pets in there once a week as well to just get the word out, and hopefully someone will see a pet that they're interested in.
And do you have a phone number that people can call during those business hours?
Absolutely. If you see an animal that you're interested in on the website, want to find out if it's still here or what the adoption fees may be, you can give us a call at 410-222-8900.
Well, Robin, I want to thank you very much for coming on the program today and letting everyone know about the adoption program that you have and the one that we've adopted with the Department of Aging and Disabilities. We put up some posters in our senior centers and nutrition sites, and they have little tags on them that people can take and find out information from you all. So thank you very much for coming. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for partnering with us. We're hoping that we can find lots of seniors, both senior pets and senior people, companion for the rest of their lives.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is Mary Felter, Public Information Officer for Anne Arundel County Department of Aging and Disabilities for Week in Review.
Thanks, Mary. Puppies are cute and everything, but give me a dog who's house-trained and calm.
Our own Mark Chang has a segment about a subject near and dear to my heart, golf. Mark?
Thanks to both of you in the studio. I'm over here at the beautiful Compass Pointe in Pasadena, and with me today I have Megan Gibbs from Opportunity Builders Inc. and also Mike Seneca, who is the general manager for the golf course. Thanks for both of you coming on the show. Really appreciate it. We got a wonderful golf tournament coming out to help folks with developmental disabilities, and Megan, could you tell the folks about it?
Well, certainly. Opportunity Builders is hosting our 9th annual golf tournament here at Compass Pointe on June 11th. It's Monday, so we're really looking forward to the event. We've had it here for the past few years. They're really great to us, and we've had a great partnership that we've formed here. OBI provides work for adults with developmental disabilities. We have a full-service warehouse where we do packaging, assembly, distribution. So we're always looking for new contracts to fulfill. And this is our 50th anniversary, so we're really excited for all the events that we're having this year. And we do hope that you'll join us at a number of them. We've got the golf tournament, and then in October we have our 50th anniversary gala.
Okay, great. So with the golf tournament, what's included in the registration fee?
Well, you get your cart. I guess there's a foursome. Foursomes are $500 and an individual is $135, and we can pair you up. You get lunch. You get a great day on the course, and beverages as well. Yeah.
Okay, great. And for more information, how can viewers contact you?
You can feel free to call me, 410-787-0700, or you can email me, mgibbs@obiworks.org.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Megan. Thanks for all that you do at OBI. And Mike, you're becoming a regular on the show. We've had you on the past few weeks on the show, but to the viewers out there, could you tell the viewers a little bit about Compass Pointe?
Sure. Compass Pointe, we got 36 holes of championship golf. We have different layouts. You know, you'll see the North Nine is a little bit more of a link style versus the rest of the facility is a little bit more traditional. As you can see back here, you know, we have a grass driving range that is pretty much open all summer, weather permitting. Wide range of lessons for you know, whether you're the beginner or the more advanced golfer. Junior camps, you know, we pretty much have it all.
Okay, great, Mike. And I know that in addition to OBI, you support a lot of other nonprofits and community associations throughout the entire county. So we thank you for all the support that you and your team provide those nonprofits. For folks out there watching and they want to try to host their event here at Compass Pointe, how can they do that?
Yep, the easiest thing, if you give us a call at 410-255-7764, extension 2, that'll take you right to our outing and sales director, April Shep. Or on our website, under the events tab, you'll see a little form where you could submit an inquiry, and we'll be back in touch with you right away.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Mike, and thanks a lot, Megan. Well, it's a great day, so we're going to wrap this up so we can go hit a few links here. But the Opportunity Builders Inc. Golf Tournament that's coming up is a very great event for the community. It's a great way to support folks with developmental disabilities in our county. So come on out, and we hope to see you out here in the links. Reporting from Pasadena over at Compass Pointe for Anne Arundel County Week in Review. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Mark. Sounds like a great reason to get out and tee it off.
Well, Franklin, glad to have you on the show this week.
It's good to be here.
Very good. Well, we are into the Memorial Day weekend. Kind of feels like summer's kicking off.
No, I'm excited. You know, great weekend. But it's beginning of summer. At our department at Recreation and Parks, we've got camps, everything. Yes. We're training our staff as we speak now.
Yes, we're very, very busy right now.
So what's your big plans for the summer?
I think I'm going to rest a little bit. I've got 2 kids graduating this year, heading off to college, so I think I'm just going to take a little breather this summer. How about you?
Well, my son just graduated from college, so he's coming home, going to go to graduate school, so big time in the family, but just a little rest and relaxation, but we got plenty of work to do at Recreation Park.
Yes, we do. Well, folks, that wraps up this week's edition of Week in Review. You can watch this episode online anytime at www.aacounty.org. Archived episodes are available at blip.tv and YouTube. You can also subscribe to the free video podcast at iTunes or like us on Facebook at Arundel TV. Tune in again next week for more highlights and news from around the county.